Attention, all proud warriors. Have you ever considered joining Time Patrol? As a Time Patroller, you'll prevent history from being changed. Our duty is to protect everyone's memories and help return history to the way it should be. But we need your help. The only requirements are confidence in your capabilities and, of course, a strong desire to protect history. We've got a school for honing your skills and a fully equipped item shop. How about it? Why not use your strength to help out a great cause? We're always on the lookout for powerful warriors.
Okay then, listen carefully. To maintain...
Alright, looks like we are live. Pretty sure everything looks okay. Nobody's don't be here yet, but that's okay. Welcome back, anybody who does watch this video in the present and the future, to the Happy Leprechaun Show, the show with the happiest leprechaun in the world playing video games and doing other fun stuff. We are back playing some Xenoverse 2. Sorry for the little bit of a late start. I meant to start like an hour ago, and I was having trouble with my internet, and I was having trouble with a few other things, so... yeah. It is what it is. Sometimes you gotta roll with punches when it comes to stuff like this. But we finally got up and running and we're doing pretty good, so... figured we'll play a little Xenoverse 2 since it's a little kind of easier to jump in and out of this game than some of the other games we're playing at the current moment. It's also fun. I always enjoy playing this game for the most part, even though I've played it a bunch, so...
Darling. Darling.
How are you doing?
Whatever that is. Oh, yeah, we can fly now. We are flying! Stupid motherfucking man. I don't like Superman, I got a cape and everything. Hell yeah, look at my cape. I'm a boss. Oh. I don't need that. So what should we do? What should we do first? Let's go see if they... Let's go see if they have anything with the building store since we're a little bit higher in levels.
We have nice new items in stock.
It's so much Zenny, it's insane. Let's see, the best one they have is Turles. Great. It's just Turles this year, that's the only thing they have. She gave me puddings. Now, one thing we can do is probably go back to... We can go to Boo's house and,
We have nice
we can go to Boo's house and give him some food so we can get some of the of his children out there to start collecting. Because the children, the Boo kids will like go out and get stuff for us if we give them food. So they'll go out and give you like clothes and items and stuff like that. You Major Chun. It takes away health, stamina, and Super Striker, which is like exactly the opposite. It says even be more key and stamina on Super Blasters, but it does take down the basic attack. This takes from the key and Super Blasters. Those are the stamina and Super Striker pretty good. But... oh, that's the Becca Freezing Suit. That's the Bojax. It's weird how Bojax, even though it's a 4, it is not great. I'm not 100% sure why. Like, if you look at most of the 4 clothing, like, they're all pretty, I mean, decent depending on which way you want to go. And then you got Bojax, and it's just like, one arrow and 2 arrows. That's it. What a bitch. This one takes my key and stamina, but it'll give me Super Strike and Super Blast, which is not. This one does give me a bunch of stuff. But it does take my basic attacks down. It's not good either. Oh yeah, futures are closed. These are just going to kind of start repeating themselves because it's just different parts of the outfits. This is for the pants. Do I have any points to spend? Let's see. Oh, no, yeah, not yet.
Welcome, friend.
I have so much money, it doesn't even fucking matter anymore. Super Souls. Okay, now.
Greetings.
I didn't go to Guru's house because they're on a very bad thing. But I'll stop here first. So the red gives me Super Souls, the... I can't remember what the other one gives me.
Yo!
I don't remember what each one of them does, to be honest. I gotta kind of figure it out again. We'll give them each a piece of something and they'll go out and get us stuff.
Hi.
And then later on, like, if you ever go to one of the boo kids and they start to say, like, they're freaking out or something, if you tell them to calm down, they will just stay the way they are. And if you let them freak out, they will change into a different color. So depending on what you want to get out of boo, it's kind of the thing.
Greetings.
Yeah. So. Party coffee. Where did my phone go? Alright. Oh, that is firing the ball.
Onward. Our quest will be swift. Follow me.
Please save our planet from evil! I beg of you!
Fuck, why is that what they do it? Fucking cocktease.
Grand Elder Guru is the rightful ruler of Namek. I won't let them take it.
Damn it, Neil, you fucking twat, get the fuck away from me. Trying to take my shit. I'm fucking him up, not you, you little fucking weak out bitch. Goddamn slug man. You goddamn slugger. Hey, what's up, EDG? Sorry, EDT. Sorry, I can't speak today. ETG, how you doing, dude? Welcome in. We'll definitely be playing some Persona 5 later on, but I like to do something like at least 2 games or something one of my days off if I can. I'm glad to hear it, dude. Glad you're doing good. Hopefully you're having a good week. I'm doing alright. I can't complain. Just in case I have to fucking fight somebody after I go out and gather these. I appreciate you coming to hang around, dude. Doing alright myself, just chilling. The weather's been a little weird where I was today. It's kind of been raining off and on, but it's still like 95 degrees outside, so So I haven't done a whole lot today. Just went to the store real quick, grabbed a few things, and then came home to hang out.
You're bound to get stronger. I know it.
What do you mean? Why did he stop becoming your friend and because of Persona 4? That's kind of weird. But yeah, I'm sorry to hear that, dude. I mean, any person who stops being your friend over something like a video game or politics or any stupid shit like that, I feel like you're probably better off. But I apologize. I'm sorry that happened to you, my dude. That's rough. I hope you're doing okay, though. Honestly, you're probably better off, but...
Hi.
Was Laura Bailey the one that originally did the voice for Urise? Did they change the voice actor for the new game? Yeah, that's kind of lame, but I'm sorry to hear that, dude. You're probably better off, though, to be honest. If somebody gets socked you and your friend just because you mentioned the voice actor in a game being replaced and everything, that's kind of stupid in my opinion, but that's just me. There we go. Yeah, I mean, some people are just like that, dude. It happens. You know, I've definitely. I'm not the type of person that usually ends friendships over dumb shit like that, but I've probably had people who have stopped me and my friend over dumb shit. You know, it happens to everybody. I mean, just because somebody has a label of friend doesn't necessarily mean you will always agree on everything. And I'm a much more like accepting person than a lot of people I've met are in just general. And I mean, if you like, I've had to let a few friends go, but they were for like actual reasons, like shit that they did that like actually hurt me or was not cool. Not like because they voted for somebody I didn't like or something, but like actually. Doing shit that, like, I'm like, well, a friend wouldn't do that, so, and then you realize, like, they're just shitty people, and that's basically where it comes down to. But, yeah, I mean, unfortunately, like I said, that shit's, one of my good friends, I'm still a good friend with her, just don't talk all that much, because she has so much going on, but we met when I was in college, and, she had kind of told me, like, dude, like, because I used to have kind of like an anxiety or slash, like, almost like a fear or phobia of losing people. Not even just, like, death, but, like, just in general, like, losing friends and stuff and people branching off and doing other shit. And, she was just like, dude, you got to get used to the fact that people all through life are going to come and go. People are going to ultimately, like, pass away. It happens. But also people are just going to, you're just going to drift apart, and sometimes things are just going to happen where you're just going to, like, decide to walk away. And she's like, the earlier you learn that, the easier it is going to be for when that kind of shit happens, And she was like, in a lot of ways, you just can't, you just, like, try not to get too attached to people in a general sense. I mean, it's not a bad to get attached to people, but you also gotta just accept the fact that they may not be around forever. People in life come and go a lot of the time, and it's just how it is. And You know, it was a hard lesson to learn, but you know, unfortunately, it is very true. You know, in life we will, you know. I mean, I am somewhat jealous of people who have like friends since like middle school and kindergarten and like and even high school and shit still they talk to, because I used to have people like that, but we've since parted ways for different reasons, you know. And, I mean, some of it was just normal, you know. Some of it I just don't hear from anymore, but some of them I had to like actually kind of cut ties with for different reasons. Not that I'm proud of that or anything; it's just how it is. But yeah, I mean, unfortunately, when it comes to people's rules, you can't really, like, it's just how they are. So, I mean, that sucks, but again, it you know, maybe it's for the best. I hate to say it, but, you know. People don't really make requests of me, but I'm not a very big channel. I'm a pretty small channel, so they probably don't even think about it, to be honest. But but still, but yeah, again, sorry to hear that, dude. You know, it sucks, but it's kind of a part of life in a fucked up way. There is a kind of a balance in life where you kind of, you know, you are given as much as you are given as much as taken sometimes, and sometimes it feels a little off balance, but you know, most of the time it's
What's up?
you know, kind of on point. I hate to say it, but and sometimes it's just that way. I mean, you know, sometimes there's just no rhyme or reason for things. At least nothing that we can figure out. Yeah, I mean, doing the same thing over and over again is never going to be good. I mean, it's never going to really, like, bring you the... I don't know why exactly he was doing what he was doing, but overall, yeah, I mean, you know, doing the same thing over and over again gets kind of boring. Not saying that you can't do it for, you know, your own stimulation or pleasure, but, you know, people don't usually want to see the same thing over and over again. It's rare, anyway. I mean, there are some people who can watch the same movie every day if they wanted to. I have a lot of movies I like, but I don't have movies that I could watch like every single fucking day.
Hi there.
Multiple times a day kind of thing, you know. I go through waves of like shows and shit I've sometimes watched quite a bit, and I could watch again, but doesn't mean I'm going to watch them like every day that I can, you know. So...
Potato?
You know, I have one friend that used to stream. He's probably going to start streaming when he can again, but his setup is a little MIA at the moment, or DIA at the moment. But he'll get it fixed eventually. But yeah, the only thing that he used to do when he streamed, or not really the only thing, but like 99% of the time when you saw him stream, he was playing the same game over and over again. Granted, people seem to like it because they would come watch him stream and stuff like that, mostly because they probably play it. It's cool, but overall, like, it's just, you know, like, I've played, you know, well, not played to completion, but I played, you know, almost all the Persona games I can play as far as, like, besides 1 and 2, or Original Sin, and, you know, because of that, you know, it might get a little annoying to see me play the same game every day, but that's just because those games are so long, you kind of have to make headway on them, or you're not gonna, it's gonna like take forever to get through them, basically. Well, it depends, I guess, on when they're doing it. Certain games, you have to, you know, if you're playing for rank and stuff like that, then yeah, it can be like that sometimes. Also, if you're just like, if he's just like playing somebody that he wants to beat, you know, if he has like a rivalry or somebody with somebody or whatever it is, you know, it can happen sometimes. It's not that weird when you think about it. I mean, it can get annoying, don't get me wrong, but yeah, I mean, It depends on why he's doing it, I guess, would be a good reason on, you know, how to feel about it in general. But if he's like rank matching or something, yeah, I mean, it can happen like that sometimes. I've watched fighting games where they've done the same person over and over again for, you know, like an hour. It's not fun, but, you know, it is what it is. Eventually, you might want to play, you know, pick a certain character or a different character or something, but... Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it can, I get where you're saying. It can get annoying, but... Yeah, I'll come back for that one later if I want to get some experience. The Frieza thing doesn't really lead anywhere unless you're playing a Frieza character, because that's the only time you get anything from it, really. You don't really get shit from it outside of that if you're just a regular character. Didn't really give you anything worth it, but the Dodo Raid's not too bad, I guess. I don't know, fighting games are tricky when you're doing them on stream or like for videos and stuff like that, because there's not a whole lot to them as far as like the actual stuff you do. It's just, you know what I mean? Not saying that there's not in-depth to fighting games, but all you're doing is fighting, you know.
This is getting interesting.
So
You seem worth teaching.
I guess I could go. Hi. I don't remember how much if there's like a timer on those kind of things.
Here I come!
This move kind of sucks because it's so weird. Here
it goes! Here it goes! Good! Okay. You learned a lot in a short time.
It's not a bad move, it's just a weird move.
Your future is bright.
An extra special class is about to begin.
Yeah, you're talking about during OG Dragon Ball? Yeah, him and Chaozu. I mean, obviously Tien gave him more of a fight, but Chaozu was no slouch back in the day, man. You know, before he was like a kind of a throwaway character, he used to be a force to be reckoned with, but I think Dragon Ball Z Kakarot, there's actually a DLC that you can buy where you get to play the Tournament of Power. I mean, it's not the Tournament of Power, the World Martial Arts Tournament from, I think, OG Dragon Ball.
This time it'll be 3-on-1. Don't lose focus, even for a moment. Good. Now it's no pulling punches. Got that?
Dragon Ball Z Kakarot's another game I'm eventually going to play on stream. That game's pretty fun.
Learn some discipline. Hey, go ahead and give him all you've got.
Try me!
Well, yes and no, ETG. There's two versions of the canon. There's a key version, and there's a life force version. When he can do the key version as long as he has key, and that's totally fine. But when he runs out of key, or if he wants to make it more powerful, he can actually access his own life force to use it to make it more powerful, which is what he does when he does that to Cell that one time, which is like his coolest feat in like all of fucking Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z for the most part. But unfortunately, Tien became a very throwaway character, and he didn't really do a whole lot, unfortunately, outside of Dragon Ball or Dragon Ball Z in the early days. He just became a kind of a nothing character. But he did fight Cell for that short time, and even though it almost killed him, he did pretty well. Also, fun fact on this game, I'm using a voice that was actually done by the guys from Team 4 Star. I don't remember if it was in the original thing or if they added it in, but I think it might have been added in with one of the DLCs, if I remember correctly. But, yeah, they invited Team 4 Star to go and do a voice for the game. It was whoever does the voice for Nappa did the voice. I don't remember which guy in that group does it, but Team 4 Star is cool. I like them. They're good. I wish they did a little bit more stuff, but they're real good when they do stuff. They started to do Yu-Gi-Oh there for a second, but I haven't really seen anything from them. It sucks because I know people want them to do the Buu Saga, but they were so burnt out doing the entirety of Dragon Ball Z at that point. They were just like, we don't have to do this anymore. They eventually come back and kind of did like a little side project with it, with the Buu Bites, but yeah, I mean, like I said, it's he can choose whether or not he wants to do just a regular Tri-Beam or a regular one using his ki, or if he wants to superpower and use his life force. Now, I'm not 100% sure if he's the only character that has attack where you can use life force along with it to make it more powerful. Might be, not 100% sure, but at the very least, he's the one character I know that can actually do it. Alright, we're gonna go do the Blue's house real quick before I leave that. But yeah, it's weird too because Tien's not like an alien. He's like an evolved human or something like that. Like he's part of this like weird offshoot race of humans that like overly developed compared to regular humans, basically.
Greetings.
There was also like a big fan theory back in the day that Krillin was not technically human. He was like a humanoid hybrid of something because he's a monk. He's bald. He's got no nose. He's got like dwarfism because he's like one of the shortest characters in the show. And comparatively to like the other human characters, he's really strong. Did you mean Ultra Instinct? Ultra Instinct would fucking wipe the floor with a Great Ape. Great Apes are powerful, but they're not that powerful, and they're also kind of stupid, for the most part, so... No, I'm pretty sure you said Ultra Instant. which is fine. You probably autocorrected you, but you said Ultra Instant Goku. Which is fine. Like I said, I mess up that shit all the time, but... Who's your favorite, like, Dragon Ball Z or character or whatever? I mean, you can choose from any iteration, Dragon Ball Z, GT, or Dragon Ball, but do you have a favorite character out of the stuff in general, ETG? I mean, I would say, and I hate to sound kind of a basic bitch, but if I had to say off the top of my head, Vegeta is my favorite character because he has the most... he's like one of the only characters that actually has like an arc in the show, in a lot of ways. I mean, Piccolo kind of does too, but Goku really doesn't if you think about it. Goku's just trying to get stronger. That's really all he ever wants to do. But he doesn't have like an arc as far as like character development for the most part. But Vegeta, if you watch his character evolve from the time that you meet him to the point in like, you know, Dragon Ball fucking Z, Tournament of Power kind of shit. Like he did so much. He grew up so much as far as like a character and a person that he's like not even the same person anymore in the show, in the anime, whatever. Which I like because he's one of the only characters that actually really goes through any actual character development. I guess you could argue Gohan has some character development up to a point. Although, fun fact, they built up Gohan so hard in Dragon Ball in the Namek saga and whatnot, because I mean they built them up in the Namek saga, but they also built them up in the Android saga later on. And because originally when Toya Kiriyama was writing Dragon Ball Z, he was actually going to have Gohan be the main character after Goku died on Namek, and going forward, it was going to be a Gohan-centric show instead of Goku. Goku would probably appear here and there, but he wouldn't be like part of the show as a whole. That's why when you watch the Buu saga, or the start of the Buu saga, it's like all Gohan basically, because originally that's how the show was going to go. There was so much fan backlash that Goku wasn't in more of the show later on that basically, there was so much backlash that Goku wasn't part of the manga more heavy in the beginning of the Buu saga that Toriyama basically had to like rewrite, or rethink what he wanted to do with the manga, and basically he wrote Goku back into it because he was just like, he's like the most beloved character in the whole thing. I can't get rid of him, and that's it. They just kept Goku in the show. He wasn't originally supposed to be in the show. I mean, in the anime in the show, but they kept him in. And Toriyama kind of eventually admitted that like the show became a little formulaic, but he was just like, people like what they like, and it like he was like, when I have a formula that I follow when I'm writing, it does seem a little stale, but it also saves him a lot of time from having to do a bunch of unnecessary crap, which makes him be able to write faster. And he was like, so people kind of have a choice. He was like, either things are going to take longer and they're going to be more creative, or they're going to be a little less creative, but you're going to get them faster. And he's like, and people seem to get them like to get them faster versus having more unique stuff happen. So, he was very much aware of like the limitations and stuff that he was kind of coming up against with the way that the manga was going and eventually the anime. That's why he always said that Dragon Ball was probably his out of the, between Dragon Ball Z and Dragon Ball, between Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z, he definitely liked working on Dragon Ball better, because it was it was so much easier to write for Dragon Ball than it was to write for Dragon Ball Z, because in Dragon Ball, it's just good versus evil, Goku saving the day, meeting new friends along the way, and, kind of becoming a person that he would eventually be. And he was like, with Dragon Ball Z, it was so much different because everything became about the fighting and the action and less about the story and the progression, basically. And it became kind of like just like, who's he going to fight next? Who's going to be, you know, how's he going to get more powerful? And then when it came to the transformations, he like slightly regretted the transformations because he also felt like that eventually everything just became about transformations and power levels. And that's not originally what he wanted kind of it to be about, but he had to lean into what he was doing because people liked it, you know. His son, I think, is a pretty good artist too. I don't know if he's carrying on things, but he definitely, I think, had a couple of pieces of work out too. Are you talking? It's called Potential Unlocked. That's what the move is officially called. It's weird It's a weird translation. I don't remember what it's supposed to be called in Japanese. I think it's called something weird like super hidden unlock power or something like that. But translation wise, when it comes over here to English, it's basically Potential Unlocked, which kind of throws people off because Potential Unlocked sounds a lot like what Guru did to Gohan when they were on Namek, when he unlocked his potential. But and then the actual form is called Mystic Gohan. They kind of changed it a little bit to make it sound a little cooler because Potential Unlocked just sounded kind of stupid. So it's some people call it Mystic Form. Some people call it Potential Unlocked. It's got a few different names, but yeah, they kind of shied away from Super Saiyan 2 because they were like, it's Potential Unlocked is, or whatever you want to call it, is actually like a better power for him. Because it worked both with his human side and his Saiyan side at the same time. And that's one of the reasons why they say that Gohan is probably more powerful than Goku if he really wanted to be. If he like trained in everything the way that Goku does, Gohan would probably mop the floor with Goku eventually and just become like a god, because for some reason when it comes to half-breeds, when it comes to like Saiyan, half humans, they're actually more powerful than true-blood Saiyans. Although it's never directly stated why, they just are. So it's the same thing with Trunks. Technically, Trunks would probably be more powerful than Vegeta by a long shot if he really wanted to be, you know. That's why Goku and Trunks hit Super Saiyan so fast when it came to the show, because on the manga too, basically. But that's why they became. What do you call it? That's why they got to Super Saiyan way before Goku or Vegeta ever did, because the half-breed Saiyans are more powerful than regular Saiyans, which, again, I never understood, to be honest. I don't really know I mean, I'm not saying I don't like it necessarily, but I didn't really understand like why they, just because they're half human, suddenly makes a difference with them. It never really made sense to me, but it is just what it is, you know. But originally, the reason that they were trying to do that, when they were trying to set that whole thing up, was because they wanted Gohan to take over the manga and the show. Well, I would just say the manga, because the show kind of follows the manga for the most part. But yeah, you want to know another fun fact? Technically, if you look at the way that the Kamehameha is fired, well, I don't know with Dragon Ball as far as when it came out, but I know that a lot of people accuse Dragon Ball of ripping off Street Fighter with the Hadouken, as far as how it's done. Obviously, one is a fireball and one is a beam, but in Marvel vs. Capcom and in certain fighting games, when he does the Hadouken, it actually turns into a beam. And people were like, that actually seems a lot like the Kamehameha. And then there was a big argument on which one came first, the Kamehameha or the Hadouken. And I've never really figured out exactly which one was the, you know, which one came before, which one came first, but
I won't let them take it.
Oh shit, I didn't do that. Also, fun fact, the reason why that Super Saiyans got blonde hair was because when they were doing the original manga, Because originally, if you've ever seen like Lord Slug, although technically not timeline-wise like canon or anything like that, because of the way that the whole outside movie scene was done, the fall Super Saiyan was technically supposed to be how Super Saiyan was going to be, but unfortunately, Toriyama realized that inking the hair was going to be a nightmare. So in order to save ink and like save on printing back in the day, they turned Super Saiyan into blonde hair because blonde could be used as white, and white didn't require any inking except for small shadings here and there for the hair shadow. So he just kept the hair blonde in the anime and white in the manga, so that he didn't have to ink it basically. And I always thought that was kind of cool for some weird reason. It kind of reminds me of the whole Hulk thing, where originally when Hulk came out, he was gray, but complications from a printing issue turned him green. And when they couldn't afford to remake the comic or whatever to be able to make it the way that it was supposed to be, so they just sent out the comics with him green without an explanation, and people actually liked it more than the gray version, so they kept him green. And then eventually they turned Grey Hulk into like Joe Fix-It because they wanted to kind of save face. So technically Grey Hulk is a character, he's just not like the Hulk, but the original Hulk was gray. In the first print of the Hulk, he was gray. And that was because originally it was going to be a much easier, they thought that Grey was going to be a little easier to print. And it turned out the green was actually a little easier in the process, but yeah. Kind of funny when things happen like that. It sucks that you can only carry 2 balls at the same time. That's annoying. It takes a lot long. It makes it a lot longer. We have to do this fucking Dragon Ball shit. I hate this, dude. By the way, these are like my least favorite fucking. These are my least favorite missions to do in like the whole game. I gotta let my stamina build up a little bit, because for whatever reason, stamina is used when you fly. I think that's dumb. At least in free flying, it's kind of dumb, but it is what it is. Also, the Dragon Ball radar is really annoying. And you can't, like, do it. Or you can't, like, turn it off either. Scanners got ditched because power levels became irrelevant. Because, you know, once you got into, like, Super Saiyan and all that shit, dude, power levels became almost incalculable. I mean, into, like, the hundreds of millions, even, like, the trillions at certain points. And then just the farther you get later on with, like, Super Saiyan 2, Ultra Super Saiyan 2, Super Saiyan 3, Super Saiyan 4, even before it was canon, you know, shit like that. Yeah, scanners became worthless. There was no reason, like, what you would have to have, like, a scanner so long it was going to cover your whole fucking face like a visor, basically. So, yeah, it's ridiculous kind of how much they, again, transformations and power levels kind of ruined the show in a lot of ways. Not necessarily they made it bad, but it's like it took away from the original idea of what Dragon Ball was supposed to be, and it just became kind of like a who has the bigger power kind of thing. And it is what it is. I mean, I don't necessarily dislike it for that reason, but
I sense a staggering potential in you.
yeah, pretty much. is hilarious because that in itself is actually a mistranslation. Yeah. That mistranslation became a meme before memes were a thing. That's some of the best writing, though, in my opinion, when it comes to anime, is the mistranslations on certain things. Makes it just so much funnier. But yeah, definitely, good times. Like, I love Dragon Ball Z and I even like Dragon Ball GT for the most part. I know it's kind of dumb, but later parts of the show are, like, I would say the first half of that show is kind of lame, but the second half is great. And obviously it's where we got Super Saiyan 4, which now is canon technically, but wasn't before, obviously. Oh yeah, I can do a PQ. I probably should be doing something anyway, but...
Greetings.
I never got 13 from, or 14 from this one, though. I don't remember how to get it. There's probably a way. God damn, though, I'll tell you one thing, man. The later PQs, like with the DLC and stuff, man, ooh, those get fucking hard. There's actually one for the original Brawly movie that I bought, so it's the one that I got this one from. And there's a PQ mission that I never beat because of this guy. Because there's a move he has where he shoots out the beam from his mouth, and he's like, oh, and then the power explode out of his mouth, like fucking he's taking a dig. And he does that in this one PQ mission, and it's like an instant death, basically, if he ever does it to you. And you never know exactly when he's going to do it. For some reason, the fucking computer will let you get as close as possible to him and then make him do it. It's never like when you're like super far away. So and I've tried, it's also timed, so I've tried doing like the long game where it's like you fight him from afar. It just never went at all. Let's do Brawly Restrained. Yeah, I didn't, because the game was only gave you 2 characters. When I bought the pack for the thing, I got Beast Gohan, I got Beast Gohan, I got both form, I got Green Piccolo, I got Orange Piccolo, and then I got Android 18, versus only getting 2 characters with the Gammas. I don't have all the DLC, but I have a good chunk of it. Let's do
Go!
Instinct Sign.
Ginyu Force! Special triple attack! Okay, guys, are you ready?
Yeah! The finishing move will be
Hey, what's up, Review? How you doing, dude? Welcome in.
Of course! Let's beat them all down!
I like you!
You're trying
Damn
hard.
it, pushing the button. That's good, dude. I'm glad you're doing well. We're just
die
playing
right
some
away.
Xenoverse 2 for a moment, and then we'll switch over to some... For sure, Ichi. I don't mind
Sorry
that.
to crash your party, but
This cannot be!
Darkman was cool. It was a very interesting. It was a very interesting, like, kind of. I mean,
Crap, my teeth!
I don't know how to explain it. But yeah, Darkman was interesting for different reasons. Not what you would think of the stereotypical like superhero kind of thing. Some things about Darkman didn't quite make sense, but you know, it is what it is. Yeah, that was a Sam Raimi oldie too. That was one of his few like non-really horror movies that he did.
So you're not just a worm after all.
So yeah, it's Darkman's cool. Darkman kind of reminds me of, if you've ever seen that movie The Phantom, or actually I think there's two Phantoms that are cool. What was the one with Alec Baldwin? I'm trying to remember that. Hold on, let me look it up real quick. Oh, The Shadow. So I always kind of felt like Darkman was kind of on the same league as like The Shadow, or The Phantom. So The Shadow was the one with Alec Baldwin. It was the one where he learned to be like a super psychic, and he could mesmerize people and like change his face, and he used two handguns. And he was fighting Genghis Khan or some shit. The Phantom was the one with Billy Zane, where they thought he was like a ghost, but it turns out he was like this lineage of people who found this like alien ring or some shit, and he gave you like superpowers, and he had to fight like pirates or some shit. So yeah, I think the first Darkman is probably the best. The second one wasn't too bad. The third one I didn't really like at all, to be honest. I don't remember a whole lot about it either, though. But it was just like, how much can you do with a character that is just like a burn victim who happens to be like kind of weirdly strong and makes masks for himself? Like, all in all, it like 2 movies, fine. 3 movies just seem like a little much. But I also don't remember much of the third movie, and I don't remember liking it all that much. But so it's a little hard to say. But yeah, The Shadow, that was an interesting superhero movie that a lot of people don't remember, and it's actually based on a comic too, which is kind of funny. I think it's like Dark Horse or something. The Image, one of their lesser known ones.
Increases one's strength exponentially. You sure you want me eating that? Fool.
And then you got The Phantom, which is also based on a comic, a really old comic from like the 1940s or something like that, but
Over yet!
I don't know if I've ever seen that before. I wonder if it has anything to do with the Phantom as far as the comic or the movie. Alright, ETG, if you're still here, it's, Alright, let me know who to pick. Cyberman, like the little green guy? Like this guy? Well, I guess we'll do Blue Cyberman. And then you said partners with Fu and Blue Brand. Ooh, that's going to be a tough one. I mean, we'll do it, but that's going to be a tough one. Actually, oh, wait, hold on. Let me go back. I'm going to do the same QPA, just... If we have to go that route, then I know at least what order I'm going to pick.
Greetings.
Oh wait, you did say though that you wanted my main to be Saberman. Alright, well, I guess we can do that. It's going to be a tough one. I don't know if I'm going to beat this, but we'll see how it goes. Alright, and Fu and... Wait, why did it go all the way? Run.
Love is everlasting.
Oh
Love
wait, hold
will
on. I thought I
light the
fixed
way.
it.
Yeah.
Get ready to witness energy like you've never seen.
Love is everlasting. Love will light the way.
Come on, members. Let's have a little bit of fun. The only guy that can take me down is Captain Ginyu.
What moves do I have?
All
Sledgehammer, energy charge.
Let's start the testing. Your first opponent is me, the Great Hurricane Batter. Want to see what true speed is? Then watch me very closely. What's wrong? Is that the best you can do?
Oh shit.
That attack was supposed to be nothing!
Your love has resonated with me. I'm so proud of you.
Alright, I'll finish this in an instant.
Jim, what? You want to fight with us Ginyu Force members?
I don't mind. But I got no intention of giving it my number 2 spot.
Hey, Jace, stop fooling around.
Look who's talking. You should get serious. You're not so bad.
Hi! I've been waiting for you, noob. You better make this interesting.
So, which one of you is taking the test? Well, he's just helping, right? Whatever.
He's in Space Australia.
Fights aren't determined only by stupid power levels.
He's technically from Space
Let
Brisbane,
me
but
test out that theory.
Captain Ginyu might be even more powerful than I thought. I'm in trouble.
Good, good. You're doing real good. Keep those attacks coming. Good, pretty good. You're doing better than I thought.
His physical damage is not bad, but his move damage is big.
You getting carried away, huh?
Better than the acid spray one they had in that one game, though.
You're chock full of research potential.
You look pretty strong. Now I, Captain Ginyu, will give you the final test. The
His name is
result will set your
Raccoon, which
position
rhymes
in
with
the
Doom.
fighting pose. So
Don't you
do
forget it.
your best.
Yeah, he is a moron. He's technically not human either. I had to look this up because I was like, huh.
Okay,
You know, he obviously looks human, but he's, but he's like a space person, like a space pilot or whatever, Yep, part of the Doom Force. So what the fuck is he? So I had to look it up, and technically he's not human. He's just like from this race that apparently, I died. He's apparently from this race that actually looks very human, but is not technically human, and I don't know what they're called. Wait, hold on. What's my,
I don't know. Even if I make it past the test, am I able to last here?
This can't
I
be
don't remember how to use my...
I'm with the mighty Ginyu Force.
There we go.
How can I lose?
That's too far. They're not...
I'm Raccoon and stuff.
Damn it, I was facing though. Fuck.
Unbelievable! So this is your true power!
God damn it.
Impossible!
Cool.
What
Well, we
an
made it anyway.
insane power level!
Hold on one second. I'll do some shit. Oh, it's this.
Greetings.
Freezer first one with Zerbo and Doria, so basically just the Freezer squad.
Now then, how should I cook this one?
Let's see how you do against me.
Ready for some fun?
Yep.
Zarbon, Doria, demonstrate your superiority.
Of course, Lord Frieza! They're practically dead already!
Simply killing them is not enough. Great! Only that will entertain Lord Frieza.
One good thing about Death Beam is it's rapid firing, so you can fire as many times as you want, as long as you have the key to do it.
How dare you, scum!
You can hit something, Frieza, goddamn. He's just so tiny, he has like no range.
Rolling her to a fire!
Oh,
Well, well. I'll leave the rest to you.
You're even stronger than I thought. I'm surprised you managed
Doria's
to
down.
live so long. Seriously.
Oh, son of a bitch. He's not fucking brawling, dude.
Go to hell!
Hey, Jace, stop fooling around.
Look who's talking! You should get serious!
We are renowned Xenoverse. I'll prove that to you. Here I go! Yeah!
Yeah, fuck you, Jace.
This
Yeah, bitch.
can't be happening! We're like the mighty Xenoverse!
I'm the fastest in the universe. How could I lose? That was far.
Wait, who is he still fighting? Oh, no, I guess. Wait, hold on. Oh. Autobots, roll out.
Looks like it'll end right away.
What a bother. Guldo, you take
It's
care
on your
of
boss. You dare strike me. I will strike you down with a force of 1,000 suns.
I'll never get used to this. I know what you're saying behind my back. Kudos up and kudos down. Yada, yada, yada.
Trust me, you got the wrong idea. Still, I'd be thankful if you kept your distance. I'm finished with my warm-up now. So, let's get this started. Xenoverse! Raccoon! Cool! Nice! That's the spirit!
This will be a battle like none other before. I never thought I'd see the day when I would actually have to show my true power. Ginyu Force! Ginyu!
I can never get used to this.
Oh shit, I didn't need to.
How can this be? How can there be a warrior in the universe
I didn't get
stronger
the
than me?
I probably beat him in the wrong fucking order or some stupid shit. That's one thing I don't like about this game is how specific you have to be able to get a Z rank on some of these things.
I'm about to start a special class. I hope to see you all there. If you want. You know,
right,
no pressure.
Let's go back to Boo's house real quick and see if any of his kids are coming out.
Greetings. Greetings.
Yo!
Okay, so the yellow is the close. What is blue?
What's up?
Blue is energy capsules, so that's pretty much what I don't need. And red is super soldier.
Yahoo!
So now we have a second red one.
Yo!
What's up?
Hi.
Oh, I didn't mean to do that one, but whatever.
Hello!
Alright, I don't think that's saving me on this game. But I think we're going to stop it here for now on Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2. Got a nice little playthrough in. Thank you, ETG, for coming to hang out, my dude. Thank you, Review Phil, for coming to hang out, my dude. I appreciate you guys. Thank you, anybody else who came in. If you didn't say anything, I still appreciate the hell out of you guys. If anybody does watch this and you are new to the channel, or if you're just watching and you haven't yet, definitely appreciate hitting that like and that sub button. That way you can become part of the group, and you can get the videos out there for more people to see in case they ever want to play the game and you know, or if they don't know if they want to play the game, they just want to kind of see it played and stuff just to see if they like it, they can come out and they can watch the streams and do all kinds of fun stuff with us. Again, I do plan on doing other stuff outside of playing video games. Once we have, you know, a couple people that want to come in and hang out, you know, on certain days and stuff like that, and once I get a little bit more audience going, we can do that. But for now, this works. I mean, it gives me time to be able to do stuff outside of this and with work and stuff like that, so we'll figure it out, though. But other than that, you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. We are on Wednesday. It is almost the end of the week. We're almost to the weekend. We can make it. But yeah, I hope you have a good day, and we'll be picking this up tomorrow.